Welcome back, everyone. The military says that they are not going to rest until all forms of terrorism and threat to the nation's existence is won. Let's continue the conversation as we have Mr. Onyekachi Ubani, a lawyer, second vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association in Abuja, Syria, and Kaude Ogundamisi, a political analyst from the United Kingdom. Many thanks, gentlemen, for your thoughts and time on the program. Let me come back to you, Mr. Ubani. If I may quickly show our viewers the Terrorism Act of 2011 and Section 2, subsection 1C, which actually provides and stipulates the procedures that could be taken before a prescription of an organization such as IPOB. The procedures it should take. A judge of the Federal High Court in chambers may, on an application made by the Attorney General, with all of his explanation by the law, laid down by the law. Mr. Ubani, you are the lawyer here. Does any portion of our constitution or of our law give the right to the military or to the president or to the federal government to take a decision based on national security, ignoring or perhaps jumping over this kind of process?
I don't know what law, even under the military regime, if you look at most of the decisions of the court, then that Justice Oputa, the late Justice Oputa, the Obasekis of this world, they were occupying the Supreme Court. They still insist on the prescription of the law. If the law has set a procedure for doing anything, even under the decrees, they were always insisting that those procedures must be complied with. Now, I am here, Sheun, tonight, speaking as a lawyer. You have not asked me about my belief or about what I have seen concerning the IPOB or whether I believe in the ideology of IPOB. No, I'm here tonight to speak as a lawyer. And I'm saying what the law itself has provided for, and that procedure must always be followed. Now, if you want to breach the rule, if you want to suspend that law, and all that, there are also provisions under which law can be suspended. You can suspend a constitution, you can suspend even a law, but it is under a different arrangement. And I know that that arrangement has not occurred, presently in Nigeria. So
if I may quickly butt in, Mr. Ubani, just quickly, if I may butt in here, in the case of an issue posing national security challenge, can the president take a decision of this matter? Because on this program, someone had told us on this program that if the military had not moved into the southeast, that when it did, there probably would have been an escalation of violence, of wanton disorder in that region. And the question is, could the military or the president have taken that decision based on high intelligence and national security information?
Sheun, I want to say this with every sense of responsibility, that the president of Nigeria, at any point in time, when there is a clash between an individual right and the security of the state supersedes, is of utmost importance. It supersedes the right of an individual in a state. And that particular pronouncement has been upheld even by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. And so there is no argument about that. That is why some of us also were not deploring the issue of deployment of the military, provided that the military will respect the right of the citizens that are there in that part of the region, because the issue of security of the state is very critical. It's very, very critical. And we are not happy with what is going on in the southeast, where some people are fomenting crises that are unnecessary, that are even affecting the economic life of those they are trying to protect. If you go to East today, a lot of things are happening in terms of level of poverty. And so why would you not upset the entire system, all in a bid for you to probably point out manifest injustice in the system?
All right, because of our time, I will like to quickly butt in, because I will need to bring Kaude Ogundamisi into the conversation before our time is over on the program. Quickly tell me, Mr. Ubani, when the Senate president comes out to say the decision of the military is unconstitutional, the decision of the governors of that region is unconstitutional based on the provision of the law, that means that the federal government, on one hand, according to the Senate president, has committed some level of illegality. What is the implication of the statement of the number 3 citizen on a day like this?
What he was trying to say is not trying to condemn the fact that the executive has a right to protect the citizens of that environment and secure lives and properties. But he is saying that we have a law, that there is a particular law that has been enacted by the National Assembly, and that law has set out the procedure for declaring any particular organization in the country as an illegal organization. And if that particular law is in existence and has not been properly followed, and he is a lawmaker, he's only trying to point out to the federal government, oh, you have a right to protect lives and property, but in doing certain things, we must also follow the law, unless we have abrogated the law, unless we have said the law does no longer exist. But if the law still is in existence, for God's sake, we must begin to insist that things must be done properly in this nation. It's a standard. Nigeria is still a work in progress. We must begin to lay a foundation of things being done properly in this country. For God's sake.
Mr. Ubani, let's allow Kayode Ogunamisi to weigh in on this matter at this moment. It seems there are some political side to all of this matter. What the federal government said yesterday, Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information, saying that the group it's sponsored by politically disgruntled and the treasure looters. On a day, the Senate President says what the military did was unconstitutional. IPOB itself came out to say proscription not enough to intimidate them, and they will bounce back. What do you think are the implications?
Sheon, even the secondary school students know that there are three arms of government: the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. The Senate President cannot interpret the law. That is basic government. That is elementary. That is so basic. He is not in a position to interpret the law. That is left for the courts. And if there's anyone has got a problem, they should go to court. And look, in the Asari Dokubo case, all the president needs to do is to convince the court that the circumstances leading to stopping the monster of Abia warranted mobilizing the troops, warranted going there when he did go there, and if a judge is convinced, he would have his day. It is important that a lot of people who are playing politics today about this are thinking about 2019. They are hoping that, look, if IPOB can bring Buhari or discredit Buhari, it makes their chances brighter. If the economy can falter, it makes their chances in 2019 falter. At some point, people have to put Nigeria first. Even Buhari himself is not bigger than Nigeria. If he fails to hold and entrench the rights of every Nigerian to non-violent or even protect us, who will now protect the country? So it's time people get patriotic and move the country forward.
Just a moment. You as a former member of the OPC, and now that IPOB is saying we cannot be stopped, we cannot be intimidated, what does that mean? If you've been tagged an enemy of the state, a terrorist, and you're saying you cannot be intimidated, quickly, in 30 seconds, what does that mean?
If IPOB goes about its agitation in a very good way, build coalitions, see other Nigerians not as enemies, but fellow Nigerians, even when they demand for the state of Biafra. We demanded for Oduduwa Republic in 2003, but we did not do it by saying Hausas are our enemies, Igbos are our enemies, pastors should not come to southwest Nigeria. There is the need to drop the non-violence, not just saying we are not violence, and then going on Facebook to preach hate speech, and then ban other Nigerians from their region. If they change the ways and manner in which they go about the campaign, we will definitely support IPOB.
Okay. Kayode Ogunamisi, political analyst, talking to us from the United Kingdom. Mr. Onyekachi Ubani, second vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association, MBA, a lawyer based in Lagos, talking to us from our Abuja studio. Many thanks, gentlemen, for talking to us on the program today. And that's our show for tonight. Many thanks for being part of it. I'm Sean Kimbale. Bye for now.